video tutorial, we are going to continue learning Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. And today's topic is pictures and slide transitions. Okay, so what we are going to learn today? We are going to learn how to insert pictures, photo albums, shapes, smart art, and we are going to add some slide transitions. We are going to set timing, and we are going to set up rehearse timing. All right, so let's start the Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 application program. As you know, we have several ways to start our application programs. The first way, you have to go right down here and click on the start button. But today we are going to use another way, which is by using the Run dialog box. Windows plus R is a shortcut which helps you to run your Run dialog box. In the Run dialog box, you have to type exact command line, which is power PNT. As soon as you click on OK button, you will start your Microsoft PowerPoint. Pictures add meaning and visual appeal to your presentation. Your presentation will become more attractive and interesting if you will use pictures. But how to insert pictures? First of all, you have to select the slide where you want to insert your picture. Then next, you have to go to Insert tab in the Image group, select Picture. In the opened window, you have to find the location of your pictures and select the picture which you want to insert and click the Insert button. If you want to insert multiple pictures at once, you can first select your slide, go to Insert tab. In the Image group, again select Pictures, and in the Open Browse window, find your pictures, and by clicking the and holding Control button, you select multiple pictures and you insert them. You can resize and place them in order that you want. You can change your picture's look by adding some visual effects. So I'm going to add a new slide and insert a picture on which I want to show you how to apply these effects. So you have to choose your picture. So if you don't choose your picture, you will not see this the last tab, which appears or disappears, depends on which object is chosen. So select your picture and you will see that Format tab appears. So in the Format tab, go to Adjust Group and go to Corrections. So by using this command, you can change the brightness, contrast, and sharpness of your pictures. If you have this picture, you can get this picture, and just hover over all these options and you will see the changes. What kind of changes do you want to apply to your picture? Let's choose this one. The same way, you can change the look of your picture and add some artistic effects. So again, you have to select your picture and in the Adjust group, select Artistic Effects, and again choose the one which you like the most. For example, let's choose this one. We have some more effects, which is picture effects. You can just select this preset or shadow. You can apply some shadows to your picture. You can do some reflection and choose, for example, glow. So, and you want to apply this outer glow. So, and the next thing is borders. So you can apply some borders from picture styles group. You can choose one of these borders, and if you click on this arrow, you can get more choices, and this is a gallery of borders, and you can just choose one of them. Okay, let's choose this one. Okay, the next thing we are going to learn how to insert a photo album. First of all, let's add a new slide and insert in the Insert tab in the Image group, click on a photo album. So in this window, which appears as soon as you click on a photo album button, you will see the Insert Picture From button. So click on this button to select the pictures. For now, I am going to select just a couple of pictures by clicking on a Control button and just holding it. Okay, let's select 7 pictures, and I am pressing on Insert button. So all these pictures appeared on my pictures in album list. So I can, for example, I can just change here the order of my pictures. For example, after my search slide, I want to see this picture. So I am just, or this picture, I am just moving this picture upwards by using these arrow buttons. And let's say I want to see this picture at the end of my list. Okay, or I can just remove one of these pictures. Okay, let's remove this one because I want to add it at the end of my presentation. And I am going to select some layouts for my pictures, fit to slide, or I can choose more options. For example, I want to see 2 pictures on one slide. As you see, my preview window shows me how my pictures will place on a slide. So I'm pressing Create button, and it creates me a photo album of my selected pictures. And as you see here, every slide contains 2 pictures. Okay, let's talk about shapes. So how can we insert shapes to our presentation? So I'm going to go to View tab and go to Master Views group and choose the Slide Master. So for what do I do this? So I want to create a logo which will appear on each of my slides of my presentation. So from previous lessons, you already know that we use Master View to create something just once, and it will appear on each of our slides. So I'm going to insert on this first slide. I select my first slide and I go to Insert tab and I go to Shapes. I select the shapes and I'm going to select this oval shape and I am drawing it right here. So now as you see here, my shape appears on all my slides of my presentation, but I want to change this shape's background. So how can I do it? So I'm selecting my shape, I'm going to Format tab, and I say that my shape fill is not going to be a color, it is going to be a picture. And from my pictures, I just select the picture which I want to see inside of my shape. Now I have finished with my logo. I am going to Slide Master tab and I am just closing my master view. And now as you see here, on each of my slides, you will see my logo. Even if I will add a new slide, you will see this logo on my new slide. So let me just show you a simple way of inserting shapes if it's too complicated to draw a logo. So first of all you select a slide where you want to insert your shapes. Go to Insert tab in the Illustrations group, select Shapes, and I'm going to draw a simple house. So I'm drawing my rectangle shape, then I go to Shapes again, and I select my triangle to draw the roof of my house. So I'm trying to find its perfect position of my roof, and I can just resize it. And so I am going to select my rectangle, and I'm going to change its let's say not color, so I'm going to change a texture. For example, I want to see this texture for my house, and I'm going to change the triangle fill color as well for triangle, and I'm going again to choose from texture, and let's choose this one, so it's okay. The outline is not nice enough, so I'm going to change the shape outline as well to for example to this color, and here I want to change the shape outline to gray color as well, so let's choose this one. And now let me show you how to insert smart art. With smart art you can quickly convert the text to a nice looking graphic. So let me add a new slide, and in the new slide I am going to insert go to Insert tab in the Illustrations group, select Smart Art, and so let's select this one. Okay, and you can just type your information instead of this text. So but now let me just delete this smart art, and I'm going to take ready bulleted list which I have found in the internet, and I am just going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it into my presentation. So paste it, convert this text to a nice looking graphic by using the smart art. So I'm going to cut the first line, and I'm going to paste it up to here. So next, what am I going to do is I'm going to select the whole my bulleted list, and I'm going to Home tab. In the paragraph group I am selecting Convert to Smart Art. From the list which appears I am just choosing one, or I can go to More Smart Art Graphics, and I can just choose any graphic here. So let's choose this one and click OK. As you see here, I have converted my text to a nice looking smart art graphic. Finally, our presentation is ready, and let's just start our slideshow from the beginning. Let's see what we did as a result. Okay, it looks nice. Oh, you see? So what do you think? What is it, guys? So this is my slide, and as it moves from one slide to the next one, you see this visual effect. So we call it transitions effect. So how to add this transition effect to our presentation? So I am going to explain you from the beginning. First of all, you have to select your slide to which you want to add or to apply your transition effect. Go to Transition tabs, and in the Transition Options gallery, you have to choose one of these transition effects that you want to apply to your slide. Okay, let's choose the shape one, and you can use the preview button to preview your transition. And here we have more effect options. For example, you don't want a circle shape, you want a diamond shape, or you want a plus sign shape. So you see, but I think this transition runs really fast. So in the timing group, you can change the duration of this transition. How to do it? So go to duration, and as you see here, it specifies the length of transition, and now it's just 1 second. It runs for 1 second, and let's increase this duration to, let's say, 5 seconds, and let's preview it. Now it's really slow enough to see what's going on, but it's too slow right now, and let's say that we want to make it 1.5 seconds, and let's just preview. Now it's okay. So you can apply to other slides some other transition effects. Let's use the ripple one, and from the effect options, you can choose the ripple, for example, not from the center. So now it's from the center, but you want to ripple it from top left. Again, preview, and you think that it's too fast, so you can make it slow, and yes, it became more slow. So next, I am going to add one more transition effect to my next slide. Let's say that this is a checkboard transition effect, and so duration, let's say that it's going to be 2 seconds. So guys, how can you understand that on our slide we have applied transition? So do you see this number of a slide? There's a number, you will see this star symbol, so it means you have applied to first slide some transition effects. So but you don't see this star symbol on the slide number 4. It means we haven't applied our transition effect yet. So that's why let's apply to our one more transition effect. Let's choose this one, and let's say that it's going to be not vertical, horizontally, and the speed is going to be 2.25, and let's preview one more time. Okay, let's do it 2 seconds. It's okay, it's enough. Okay, so we have applied to our slides some transition effects, and now I want to start my presentation. So I want to start my first slide with some sound. So let's choose a sound. For example, I want this one. Yes, and you can do it wherever you want. For example, let's choose here this one. Okay, now if you want to apply this duration, this sound, and this transition effect to all of your slides, you can just click on apply to all. But I don't want to make them all the same, so let's just start our slideshow from the beginning again. And now I'm clicking on my slideshow to watch what's going on, and so I have to control all this process of watching the presentation. And how to make our presentation to run automatically. When you want to record a running time for each slide, use rehearse timings. This enables you to run your presentation in slideshow view and record the time each slide takes. Then use timings to run the show automatically, either to help you rehearse or for a self-running show. To record slide timings when you are ready to run through your show, click Slideshow tab, Setup Group, Rehearse Timing. So we have 2 times here. First is slide time, the next one is total time. So as you click to the next slide, the slide time starts from the beginning, but the total time just goes continuously. So it means you are recording time for each slide, and this is a button next button for the next slide to change the slides. And if you want to pause, you can use the pause button, and you can resume recording again, and you can just continue. But for example, if you want to start timing from the beginning for this slide, you can use this button, which is repeat button, and it will just start the slide time from the beginning again. And you can just select next and next and next and finish your presentation. As soon as you finish your presentation, you will get this message, the information about total time, and they will ask if you want to keep this time for this slideshow, and you have to click yes. And now we are in a slide sorter view, and you can just start your slideshow from the beginning. And now I am not touching my mouse and my keyboard, it runs automatically itself, and you are just watching and enjoying your presentation. So this transition effects looks really nice, and it runs itself. And what if you want edit time, for example, for this slide? You understand that this slide stays too long for you, and how to do it? You can just press escape button to finish your presentation. So now we are in a slide sorter view, and you can see each slide's time and how to edit these timings for this slide. If you decide that this slide stays for a too long time, so you and you want to change it, and how to change it, go to transitions tab, and in the timings group, so after this, the first transition, you want to keep this slide for 6 seconds, but I want to change it to, for example, 2 seconds. So as you press enter, you will see that this time changes from 6 to 2, and I want to do the same with to the next slide. So I am selecting my slide, and in the timings group, in the after box, I am changing it to 2 seconds right now. So let's do the same again. Select the slide in the timings group. After, you have to change it to 2 seconds. Okay, now again, start your slideshow from the beginning to see the results. 1, 2. Okay, transition. 1, 2. Transition. And 1, 2. So if you want to delay the timing for your presentation, if you don't want to run it automatically, you can go to slideshow tab and say that you don't want to use timings. So if you want to erase this timing totally, absolutely, so you can go record slideshow and say that clear, and you want to clear for a special slide, or you can clear timing on all slides. So as I do it, and if I go to slide sorter view, you will see we don't have time, we have just transitions. So we are done for today. I hope you enjoy this video, and let's just review. So we learned how to insert one picture and how to insert 2 pictures, and we have learned how to create how to add some visual effects to our picture, how to insert shapes, and how to use and insert the smart art. And next we have created a spatial photo album. Next we created a logo by using the slide master view. We have applied some transition effects, and we just record the timing for our presentation to run it automatically. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next lesson.